I drove a 2008 Prius in traffic right next to a Lamborghini today. I did it, going. Dude, if you drive a Lamborghini down the street, you're a jerk off. The only time that car should be on the street is if it's driving up to a ramp to be loaded onto a truck to then be taken to the track. I guess you drive around and just women drop their panties. I guess that's why you do it. But then, by all means, don't date some woman that just runs up to your Lamborghini. You can't date that. You can't. What you got to do is you got to drive around like a Ford Escort station wagon, right? And then start hitting on women. Well, I mean, that's too much. That's too much of a test. What kind of woman wants that? They're allowed to have standards. Oh, are we, Bill? Thank you. Yeah. I'd say drive around in a late model, maybe a Nissan Leaf. Just drive around. Yeah, that'd be a fucking interesting, fucking prank show. If you had a guy, he pulls up in a Nissan Leaf and he fucking hits on some chick, right? And she tells him to fuck off and he drives away whoosh, in his fucking electric car. And he drives around the corner, he puts on a fake mustache and a hat, and now he's in a Lamborghini just to see her different fucking attitude. But is that really fair? That's not fair, is it? Why wouldn't a woman want to talk to a guy in a Lamborghini? What is she supposed to do? What woman lays in bed going, someday I'm going to meet my Prince Charming and he's going to pull up in a Nissan Leaf. They don't think that, do they? I don't know what they think. Why would I talk for them? Do you think Caitlyn knows what they think now? Or Bruce now knows because now he's Caitlyn? You ever think about that? Do you think Caitlyn looks in the mirror every once in a while and talks to Bruce? I can't imagine what that must be like. You know what I mean? Because if you wanted to do that, right, now you've freed yourself. But then, you know what I mean? Don't you miss the other person a little bit? Then you have all his fucking memories. You're like fucking RoboCop. You start having like flashbacks and shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know. All I know is I wish Bruce gave a farewell. That would have been awesome. You know what I mean? I had a great time being Bruce. Sold a lot of Wheaties, didn't we? Won that decathlon. I was on chips, right? I had a great time with all you guys, and I want to thank all of you for being there for me. This is it. This is a living wake for fucking Bruce Jenner. And then he just walks off. You get to give him one more standing ovation. I think that's what fucks me up. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Which happens when somebody fucking dies, but he didn't die. He just became Caitlyn. I got to meet her to see if I can just be like, Caitlyn, do you mind if I ask Bruce a question? Or can I ask a Bruce question? How do I phrase this without getting in trouble with you? Glancing down at her feet, See if you can fucking see all those years of running track and field down there, I think Caitlyn goes with a closed-toe shoe, wouldn't you? Probably his hammer toes. You can't do all those events without having fucked up feet, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, if you danced in Wicked on a rake stage for fucking 5 seasons, your feet are going to be fucked up for life. That's a goddamn musical. This guy won a fucking decathlon. Jesus Christ. There's got to be some fucked up fucking... Who do you think's got the most fucked up feet? Basketball players, tennis players. Oh, by the way, I'm reading this Andre Agassi autobiography that somebody gave me, man. It's fucking unbelievable. Jesus Christ. I'm only like the first 60 pages. He had one of those dads that just decided that it's like, hey, guess what you're doing? You're going to be the number 1 tennis player in the world. And you're sitting there like, I just want to play with my Legos. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Get outside. I built you a tennis court. And then you go out there and you just do that every fucking day and you don't want to do it. It's unbelievable. What fucking kills me is he didn't want to do it, and he still won Wimbledon. He still won the U.S. Open. Did he win the French? I'm not sure. Did he get the career Grand Slam? Oh, I think that's time to look it up. Let's put this Apple computer that might be fucking radiating my nuts right now. All right, hang on a second. I actually thought for half a second that if I did get it, at least I'd get a flat fucking stomach. How obsessed am I with this shit? All right, Andre Agassi crushed me when I found out I was fucking 2 years old. Oh, and look at that! Oh, the internet doesn't work in here. Isn't that fucking wonderful? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I give up with this shit. Do you know today I went to use the calculator on my phone, and I don't know what button I hit. It just fucking kept doubling the number, and I couldn't get it to stop, and I kept hitting clear, and I just set the fucking thing down. I went over, I got a fucking pencil and a pen, and a pad of paper, and I just worked it out the old fucking way. And you know what? My brain and my hand will never be obsolete until I die, right? Then who gives a fuck, because I'm dead, you know? I don't have to upgrade it. I don't have to get the new one. Right? Isn't that weird? You ever think about that? Your hands. The same fucking hand that you've been jerking off with since you figured out how to do it. Isn't that unreal? You ever think about that? Your body. My fucking hand is 47 fucking years old. You think in the future you can just get like new shit? You know what I mean? Like on your car, how your starter goes after a while, and you got to get a new starter. And you find, because a car will last forever if you just keep replacing the parts. I think that's what they're working on doing, you know? But God knows that won't be available to us. If they ever figured out how to fucking do that, right, they keep it for themselves. This is where the conspiracy theory guy comes in. If they don't have it already. But they would keep that shit for themselves, all right? And they just keep fucking, unscrewing and then rescrewing a new fucking head on their body like a goddamn light bulb, you know? Then in the future, you can pick out different heads. Like, what do you want to look like? You know what I mean? You can just try out everything. You want to be looking like a schlub, but you could be like every fucking race, every hairstyle, you know? You just keep putting your brain in there and be like getting a new fucking car every couple of years. Who doesn't want to do that? Would you do it? Would you just ride it out? But anyways, I think that they're gonna have it, right? Because they already can grow like a fucking ear in a petri dish, right? They could do that for years. Then all of a sudden they stop talking about it. They grow an ear in a fucking petri dish, and then all of a sudden there was no more talk about it. You know those fuckers didn't stop with. I bet they could do the whole head now. Think about it, man. Where did Dick Cheney go? He's got all those problems with his heart, right? Where the fuck did he go? I bet he's off somewhere getting a new fucking heart. Getting a new ticker, you know what I mean? Like a new crate motor. Came in the other day. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? Then you just keep going. You know what it is the temptation to sell that to the masses. You know? All the fucking money that you could make. Because that's what the fuck they're into, right? They'd eventually have to do it, and then they would give us, we wouldn't get as good as fucking heads as they got. It'd be like whiskey. They'd be drinking like scotch, like top shelf fucking shit. And we would just get like, the Bud Light heads, Keystone Light, fucking heart or hands or some shit. And that would be like, that's going to be the goal in the future, to make enough money that you can actually, when you get your replacement head, you can actually get a good one, like a decent looking one, And you go out and you fucking get a deal or some shit. You come into some money and your parents can be like, all right, now don't go out there and blow it all on a head. Save some for feet and hands in the future. But Mom, if I have a better head, I can get a better broad. Oh, you don't need to do that. You just save up money and you buy the broad you're with a better head. She loves you for who you are. Shut up, Mom. You think? Can you see that in the future? I can. Oh, I see a future where heads will be sold. Where do they get their heads? Well, they grew them.